So my name is Amani Al-Farra. I'm working as a water officer at the Land and Water Division, FAO headquarters, the United Nations of Food and Agriculture headquarters, which is based in Rome. And this is a training workshop that it's focusing on monitoring and evaluation of water, energy, food nexus interventions. The event is a framework under the framework of a project that addressing the water and energy food nexus in agriculture. This project was under the Mexico CARICOM FAO initiative, Cooperation for Adaptation and Resilience to Climate Change in the Caribbean. And the project has agreement with the Free Amsterdam University, FIU, to build the capacity. Part of the initiative has, like, we work on the field with farmers, we work with the stakeholders in the agricultural ministry, but part of that is building the capacity with the farmers and the official organization like the Ministry of Agriculture or other stakeholders, which has been carried by Free Amsterdam University. Professor Leah can give more information about it, please.
So hello, my name is Leah van Wesenbeeck. I work at the VU University, Amsterdam, that's the Netherlands, and we were asked by FAO to support the project by doing the monitoring and evaluation. And that's very important because you want to know whether this intervention makes any sense, whether it is a good intervention, whether the farmers actually benefit. So we developed this schedule in Excel because it needs to be transferred to people that work here. And we now did the last 2 weeks, so my colleague Ben Sonneveld and I, we traveled through the different countries that are part of this project. So we started in Barbados, we did a training there for farmers, extension officers, people from the ministry. Then we moved to Antigua and Barbuda, so we went to both islands, also to Barbuda. Then we went to Jamaica, and now we are here in St. Kitts, where we try to engage the farmers also. Because in many cases, we come and we ask a lot of questions as a survey, and farmers have no idea why they should give the data. So now, hopefully, and we also noticed that they really get engaged. They now see what the benefit can be for them, because they see, okay, if we have the data, you can track our progress, you can track progress in yields, in income, in water use, so they can also show to their government or to other donors or to even banks, like, this is what it gets us, so please help us in securing more funds.
So my name is Tamar Sugdial. I represent the Ministry of Agriculture for Antigua and Barbuda. This session has been very intuitive in training us. We have been working on, for the past 3 days, to develop a site selection tool or a template that we can use to find areas that we can do urban gardens. So this training has been very in-depth scientific knowledge that we can apply locally in our territories when we do return back home, as to how we can help build the agricultural infrastructure. Now, the training is based on urban gardens. However, we can modernize this template and duplicate it in other areas, whether it be for agricultural practices or environmental projects that we may have. So this training here is very impactful for us as technicians, that we're able to carry out our functions in better capacity.
Okay, my name is Michelle Wilson Howard. I'm representing Barbados, and I'm attached with Soil Conservation Unit with the Ministry of Agriculture. Now, during the past 3 days, we would have been exposed to learning about the site selection for urban and peri-urban gardens in our country. The training has been in-depth, and as well as hands-on, we would have been learning about development of the tool, as well as we would have had the opportunity to visit several sites within St. Kitts, and we would have had the opportunity to go through some of the techniques that we would have been learning over the few days in site selection. Then we analyze it to see how, if a consensus was gained among participants. This tool indeed will be beneficial for Barbados. When I return, I will then be able to pass on some of the knowledge that I would have gained to my colleagues, and then we can definitely utilize it for application in our country.
I'm Sheldon Norman, a representative from Jamaica. We're here with the FAO CARICOM initiative. We are under the Energy Food Nexus sub-project. Essentially, the project is for us to do some amount of site selection. We have gone to the southern peninsula and right here in St. Kitts to do exercise of site selection. The impact is that you can actually sit around a computer having the lines of latitude and longitude of sites, and you could make a determination. We call it expert judgment on where we could actually have this kind of home gardening being taking place. So the impact really is for us to go back to our home countries and putting it into action.
Good morning, my name is Graham Brown. I work at the Department of Physical Planning in the JS section. Through FAO, we are here this morning. Well, we've been here for a couple of days learning a new tool that helps us to do site selection, proper site selection for agricultural plots, specifically targeted toward urban garden. So over the past few days, we've been looking at a scientific tool that helps us more precisely select sites that are best suited for agricultural practices. This is timely for us at the Department of Physical Planning as we are updating our National Physical Development Plan. As you know, land is a very scarce commodity in St. Kitts, and we have different competing land uses. We have agriculture, commercial, industrial, and residential. So we are happy that FAO could come here to us and bring a tool that can help us select sites in a scientific method of zoning or allocating the best uses for these plots. This tool has been tested in different parts of the world, specifically Africa and in South America as well. And while we are here, we had 2 field trips. One took us on the Southeast Peninsula, which most of us know is not an ideal area for agricultural practices, and this is exactly what the tool highlighted this morning in our results.